What is going on, everybody? It is your boy RB. Welcome back on into Philly Take with RB, where we constantly talk Philadelphia sports, man. You know what to do. We already got 80 people up in the chat. You guys are going nuts, man. Drop a like on the stream right now. Let's get this to 100 likes, man. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you get every single notification here on the channel. We do videos. We do live streams. We do play-by-plays. We do everything imaginable. We do interviews, everything on the channel, man. What is going on? We got the Fire Take members rocking in the chat. Holy, man. What's going on? We got Tipo up in here. I see Philly Shat. I see Philly Girl. I see Danny Saint. What's going on, everybody? Philly Sports Podcast. What's good, man? Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat. He says, what a fire intro. Yo, let me know if my audio levels are good, guys. We have made some renovations to the channel. Let me know. There's a lot going on here. Let me know how my audio sounds, guys. We got the sound effects.
Yes,
you know what to do.
Sir.
You know what to do. Let me take that away for now. We will be doing a call-in section of the show today, guys, but we have a lot to talk about. Ben Simmons, Damian Lillard, everything you want to hear about. Doesn't matter who you are at this point, man. I know you want to hear about it because there's a lot going on, especially in the last 24 hours, man. There's things on both sides of the equation, man, and I think it's going to be fun to talk and debate about it. I would love for you guys to call in. We'll take a good amount of calls, get some thoughts up in the chat. Let's go, man. Drop a 1 in the chat if the audio is sounding good, guys. I'm trying to make sure I'm not too close to the microphone. With all your guys' love and support, man, we've been able to make some renovations here on the channel, and we're gonna keep growing, man, one step at a time. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's say what's up to a few more people in the chat. We got 110 up in here. 215 Philly, what's going on, bro? Scott Lawrence, my guy, another great channel member. Yes, sir. Yo, at 100 likes, man, we drop more sound effects. At 100 likes, we drop more sound effects. Bliv, what's going on? Wesley, what up? We need a collab. What's going on? Ask Tipo. If you were not here a second ago, go back to the beginning and check out that intro. You already know it's fire, man. You know it's fire. We got ones in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Nautica, what's going on? Ed Brown, what up? Daniel Walter, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Charlie, what's going on, man? Martian, what up? Philly Shad, Nautica, thank you so much. All right, so we are about to get into it today here, guys. Once again, if you're just coming in here, please drop a like. We got almost 115 in the chat already. We got 54 likes. Get this to 100, man. Push this content out. Let's keep eating out here, man. And be sure to subscribe if you're new. Also, check out the merch and consider becoming a great channel member. The link's down in the description. All right, man. And also, I got a Yes Sir shirt on right here, man. Go cop one yourself. But all right, let's get into it. So there's a lot going on in terms of the Ben Simmons and Damian Lillard thing. Damian Lillard has said some things in the last 24 hours, which we will get to. Obviously, we've seen all the Ben Simmons posts, as you can see to my right, your left. And there's just been a lot coming out. There's been a lot coming out. At this point, I've been on the record of saying the Sixers need to make a move because I feel that with how everybody else has really played out this offseason in the Eastern Conference, I think that I think that the Sixers can't stay complacent. You know what I mean? I don't think we can stay complacent. Give me 1 second to up this headphone volume. Sorry about that. All right. I don't think we can stay complacent, man, because we came out with a mission last year, and we wanted to get that #1 seed. And I know that we had a new coach. I know that we had a new system. I know we had all of that, okay? But once again, we get bounced in the second round. Once again, we get bounced in the second round, and it's just not acceptable. You know what I mean? I understand that we have two stars who are younger than we remember sometimes, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. But at this point, right, wasn't our goal last year to get rid of all the bad pieces that didn't fit, right? The Al Horford contract just wasn't it. Wasn't our goal to bring in better supporting cast type of pieces and to make this team better around Ben and Joel. That was our goal. And guess what? That is exactly what Daryl Morey did. His first act of business. He came right in, and that's exactly what he did. So where we are at this point in time, it's almost like, where do we go from here? Because once again, our cap is restricted. We are not flexible whatsoever. The whole offseason is gone, and that's why we haven't really seen one of these huge moves yet. You know? And that's just kind of where we're at right now, and it's frustrating. It's almost like, can you put a better supporting cast around Ben and Joel? Because at this point, guys, you know what Tobias Harris is going to be. Getting near 30 years old, that's just who Tobias Harris is. You can make the argument about paying him a max contract. It's over and done with. We did it, you know, and we know what Tobias is. We got the best version of Tobias last year. That's all we can hope for. A 20-point-a-game type of guy. That's who Tobias Harris is. It's not like he's going to become a 35-point-a-game type of guy. Joel Embiid last year played at his peak. He was an MVP. If he didn't get hurt so many games, he would have won the MVP award most likely, or he would have at least been even closer than he was. So my thing now is like, is Joel going to get any better than we saw last year? No. And we know where that falls, right? Ben Simmons has to be better. He's got to develop an offensive game. I've been going back and forth with people on Twitter. By the way, if you guys do not yet follow me on Twitter, please go ahead and do so. Definitely worth the follow. We talk a lot of Philly sports behind the scenes. But look, I've been going back and forth and people trying to argue that Ben Simmons has to shoot the ball because in the modern day NBA, all of your players pretty much have to at least propose the threat of shooting the basketball. And that's just kind of where we're at. And it's not that Ben Simmons doesn't have the potential. It's not that he can't be great. It's just after 3-4 years. Is he going to? It's not about us anymore. It's not about the coaching staff. It's about him. How great do you want to be, Ben? How far do you want to see this team go? Because I don't care what anybody says. We should still be embarrassed. People seem to be forgetting about what happened in that second round series. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. And I know that we were the 1 seed last year, but let's not forget all of the surrounding circumstances. Let's not forget that Miami has upgraded, that the Milwaukee Bucks are the reigning NBA champions, that the Atlanta Hawks are a really good young team, that the Knicks are a feisty young team. You got the Boston Celtics. You got the Toronto Raptors. There aren't a lot of slouches in the Eastern Conference, and if you think we're just going to stay complacent and we're just going to be the same old team, I mean, I don't know. It's rough, man. It's rough. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like Damian Lillard is going to be on the move until maybe training camp, maybe during the season. For some reason, he wants to go back to camp. At least that's what we are presuming. But I respect Damian Lillard because he's the type of player that, you know, he's going to keep it behind closed doors. He's going to keep it behind closed doors, you know. And I got one more thing to say surrounding the Ben Simmons stuff, right? Even if Ben Simmons came out after Game 7 or a week later or 2 weeks later, and he simply put out a post or a statement and said, you know what, I messed up. That was on me. I'm going to get better, this and that. Philly, I'll be better for you. We would have still been mad. We would have still ripped Simmons. But, you know, it would not be like this. And this is where I come to my conclusion is that, sure, Ben Simmons may report to camp, but how are the relationships going to be in that locker room? Are you going to tell me that even with the fans at the Wells Fargo, Ben Simmons is just going to come back and be the same old Ben Simmons? I don't know. I don't view him as that type of guy. And I honestly think that, you know, the relationship just doesn't have the ability to be repaired. Sometimes it's not about, you know, the player just not being good at all, but sometimes it's just about being up. The time is up in one certain spot, you know, and it's just, I just don't see it happening. Joel Embiid for the first time finally throwing him under the bus saying, come on, Ben, you can't pass up that ball. Like, I just don't see it happening. And it's not like Ben hasn't been vocally, I want to be a Sixer, this and that at all. At all. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Honestly, we're seeing all the videos come out, and it's just rough. Here is actually, we're going to go to a couple video clips or audio clips, okay? So let me give some context. So in the past 24 hours, a podcast episode came out. If you guys know, Kevin O'Connor covers the NBA for The Ringer. He's a great analyst and just does a bunch of great work. Eagles Uncensored, what's going on, my guy? Shout out to you, bro. Daniel, what's up, bro? Adi, what up? So The Ringer put out a podcast, and I saw about a 10-minute clip, and they were talking about the Ben Simmons situation. And Kevin O'Connor, he's been on Report before, talking about a lot in terms of this Ben Simmons stuff. And I forget the name of the other individual. He also does great work as well. But anyway, they were having a conversation, and Kevin was talking about the Ben Simmons situation, and I pulled 3 quotes from this piece. Definitely a great piece. I would definitely go listen to it. But anyway, we're going to listen to him, and I want you guys to listen very carefully. We'll talk about each one. So let's go ahead here, and let's see. Give me 1 second. All right, so we're going to listen to the audio clips, guys. And if you are in here, man, we got 200 in the chat. Drop the like, subscribe. We're going to open the phone lines in a little bit, man. But anyway, listen to these audio clips, and you tell me what you think. This is just Kevin O'Connor. He doesn't work for ESPN or anything like that, but he does have a lot of inside sources. So let's go ahead and listen to the first one.
I mean, like what Philly wants is to give Simmons and more to get Damian Lillard. That right. Can't be emphasized enough. That's what they want to do. I mean, maybe it's not Dame, maybe it's Bradley Beal, but they want to give Simmons plus more to get that guy. They don't want to take the package where it's 5 picks and 2 players for Simmons. They want to add 4 picks with Simmons to get a guy. So, in that report, he said the lack of win now assets the Wolves could provide the Sixers has been a hindrance.
So a lot to take away from there. First off, if you didn't hear what he said, I mean, the main thing I take away, he said, it is obvious the Sixers want to give Ben Simmons and more for Damian Lillard. Now, this confirms everything that I've been saying all along. He literally said it himself. The Sixers don't want a package of draft picks, even though this is kind of old news, a couple weeks old. But people were talking about, let's go and trade for 4 draft picks and then, forward those picks over to another team. No. We don't want draft picks. We're either keeping Ben Simmons or we want a player that's going to take us to the championship. Because once again, we don't know the useful life of Joel Embiid, where it's at this point. We don't know where it's at. So, I mean, he said it, and they were pretty much talking about why the Timberwolves wouldn't be a team that could really get something done because they don't have the assets for us to go and win a championship next season. I said the Timberwolves would be a good destination if it came down to it, if we had to settle, but it's rough, man. But anyway, he said even if it's Bradley Beal, the Sixers are looking for a deal like that. And that's just kind of where we're at. But let's go ahead and listen to the next clip. The next one, well, actually, I'll just let you go ahead and listen to it, man.
Right now, Philly is just wait and see mode. They might take this into training camp. Things might get ugly. You're going to hear all the, the PR statements from Simmons talking to the media. Oh, I want to be here, this and that. Unless he takes the approach saying, I don't want to be here. I want to be traded. And things get really gross really quick. And that could accelerate things. Clutch and Simmons could take that path if this goes into training camp. But I'll tell you what, Chris, today recording, it's August 24th. In about 1 month, people are going to be coming to training camp. Late September is going to be here really, really soon. So all this stuff that we've heard about over the offseason, the teams that had interest in Dame, the teams that have interest in Simmons, keep this all in mind over the next 6 weeks or so, because even though things are quiet today, training camp is right around the corner. It's coming fast. Yep. It's coming fast. So this stuff could accelerate at some point in about a month.
Before we talk about that, looking at this clip right here, man, do you know how long I've desired to see this in a game? And I'm sure we'll get some Ben Stan boys on the call-ins, man. It's all love, man. We're here to debate and talk. But please tell me in the chat, where the heck has this been, man? This is all I've been asking for. Not even having to be efficient with it. How come when Ben Simmons plays in the gym, he turns up and he's a 98 overall? But when he gets on the court, it's like he forgets simple movements. It's like he forgets, I can score the basketball too. If Ben Simmons did half of this, we'd probably win the championship. I'm just saying. And honestly, at this point, it almost feels like a troll job. And people want to keep buying into the hype. Listen, man, he does this every offseason. Look at Tyrese Maxey for 3, man. That's looking great. But, he does this every season. It's sick. It's sad. You're a number 1 overall pick. The amount of support Philly fans have. If Ben did this in a game, man, we would stand this guy for his entire career. We did for 4 years. We did for 4 years. And he's such a good defender. He's such a good rebounder. If he just did half of this, man, he would have unwavering support. I just don't get it. It's not even like we're asking him to make them all. We're just asking him to shoot. Look at this, man. Crazy. But anyway, back to the clip. So Kevin O'Connor said, this is probably going to get ugly. And that's kind of where I'm starting to think this whole situation is at. It's becoming very realistic that Ben Simmons has to report to camp. Now, he said Rich Paul and Ben Simmons pretty much went out. I don't even know at this point if Ben Simmons is even going to report to camp. The dude is out here posting pictures of him in a pool. He's out in his LA mansion. He's living that celebrity life. Look at his Instagram post, man. Look at his Instagram post. And this is the stuff that's really pissing us off, man. The hourglass and the sitting in my whip with no shirt on. Peace signs up. Really? Had to throw in a location too, right? But it's just crazy, man. I'm starting to think Kevin O'Connor's right here. It's probably going to have to go to a training camp thing and the PR stuff. Everybody's going to say things are okay. Everybody's going to say he's coming back. Same thing with Damian Lillard, essentially. But who knows, man? It's tough. It's tough. We got 270 in the chat, guys. We got 90 likes. Drop a like on the stream, man. Hit the subscribe if you are new to the channel, man. We do this every single day. Thank you guys so much. But look, man. Rich Paul is going to try to get Ben Simmons to the best situation possible. I see Chris in the chat says, what's your thoughts on Rich Paul and Nerlens Noel? If you guys didn't hear, Nerlens Noel is suing Rich Paul because he lost him money. Because he didn't take a certain deal. He didn't negotiate, actually, with the Philadelphia 76ers, according to sources. Rich Paul is not going to let Ben Simmons go to a place where his own brand is going to die. Rich Paul wants him on the spotlight. Rich Paul wants him to continue to keep making a bag so that Rich Paul can get paid. He wants to get Ben Simmons where he wants to go. That way he stays happy with Rich Paul. So, it's a tough situation for both sides, but Daryl Morey, man, he's stubborn as well. Don't forget. He might even keep him till camp just to piss him off. And it's unfortunate, man, that Elton Brand, I don't know how Elton Brand still has a job, but Elton Brand, man, paid him too early. But it wasn't a terrible decision at the time because we expected this guy to do one thing to improve his game. But anyway, getting on to the last clip, let's go ahead and listen to it.
A lot of Sixers fans want him gone today. They don't want to wait. They want him gone now. And then the other side of it is that Simmons and Clutch also want to change too. So I think the circumstances have changed since he was involved in Harden discussion.
Sixers fans want him gone. Philly fans, people that watched that playoff series. Every executive watched that playoff series. Philly fans want him gone. All I'm saying, man, is just, I don't know how you can be content with keeping this same roster. It's because somehow, some way, people deep down believe that Ben Simmons is just going to start shooting the ball. It's just unbelievable, man. It's just unbelievable, man. I just don't understand. I just don't understand how we, as an organization, we want to win now, man. We want to win now. But because one man doesn't want to use his potential, then we try to deflect blame other ways, you know? Even shoot 80% at the line, man. We win that series. But it's getting tough at this point. We've waited, and we're playing the long waiting game. And like Kevin O'Connor said there, Daryl Morey is playing the waiting game right now. He's waiting for the big move to open up. We've been saying it the whole time. And it's just tough, man. It really is. Shout out to Brian Huff, great channel member, coming in with a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Brian. He says, any chance Beckner was hired not to draw Lillard, but with some hope he could work with Ben on confidence and shooting. Here's the thing, Brian, and thank you for the super chat, bro. He has a jump shot. The confidence thing, yeah. But let me tell you, let me ask you this. You pull up to a basketball court. You're telling me you won't take one jump shot? You're telling me you play 72 basketball games this season and you take 3 3-pointers? You won't even take a midi? The man can shoot. That's why I get pissed off about it. It's not like his jump shot is just so horrendous like it was 4 years ago. The dude puts in work behind the scenes. But where the heck does that go? You're telling me this? I understand the free throws. You know, some guys really get anxious at the free throw line and they just can never hit free throws. You're telling me you won't take a jump shot? Come on, bro. And with your back to the wall, with a city riding on you, you won't even try it. Actually, no. Here's the thing. He did try it 3 times, and it goes in. It's not like it's Sean Marion out here in his prime. And you know what's even crazier, man? Is that it got so bad that it got to a point where we were asking this guy to just be aggressive and lay in basketballs from the post. And he wouldn't do that. He showed us for 2.5 weeks that he could go on a shredded monster tear. He could put up 25 if he felt like it. And then he just kind of, laid back and said, well, it is what it is, man. I'm just going to come past half court and dump it off, and I'll finish with two shot attempts this game, and it'll be that. It got so bad. We went from defending this guy to asking him to shoot a 3 to asking him to shoot a layup, and it was just sad, man. And Doc Rivers doesn't get off the hook either. Doc Rivers was bad too, and he babied him, and he let it happen. So honestly, man, I don't know. Maybe we're playing chess here, Brian. Maybe we're playing chess. Shout out to Aaron with the $5 super chat. Great channel member, man. Thank you. I'm cool with trading pretty much any young player with Ben to get Dame, but I have a feeling if we trade Maxey, it will haunt us for 20 years. Let me know what you guys think about Tyrese Maxey down in the chat, man. I mean, this kid looks like he can be an all-star in a couple years. He's a dog. Tyrese Maxey looks like he wants to improve. He wants it, man. And honestly, I don't want to trade Tyrese Maxey either. But you know what? Sometimes it just comes to a point where you got to give up a young stud to get a player in their prime, We can't trade nothing and get somebody that we want. But I mean, I hear you, man. If we keep Tyrese and we run this thing back, I'm excited about the growth of Tyrese Maxey. He's a dog and he's hungry. He wants it, man. Thank you so much, Aaron. We're about to open up the phone lines, but before we do that, just a couple more quotes real quick. Here's CJ McCollum, and with everything we've been talking about in terms of Ben Simmons, it doesn't seem like anything is going to happen at least until the season. Or if depending on if Ben doesn't report to camp and stuff, Here's what CJ McCollum said the other day, about a week ago, on the Woj pod. He said, I don't want to speak for Dame, but having a close relationship with him, I have a pretty good sense of where he's at. His goal is to win a championship, but he's all in. At this stage, I can say he's all in. He just wants to win. Kind of common sense, but I don't understand because the Blazers didn't do anything. Dame said this himself. He said it himself, and they still didn't do enough to help out that roster. And, you know, there's no way the Blazers are going to win anything. So it's how long is it going to take? How long until Dame says, you know what, man? Everybody nowadays just does what they want to. So that's what CJ McCollum had to say. We got a quote from Dame Lillard, but shout out to Brian, man, with the $5 super chat. He says, I'm not saying it's right. Just scared me when they hired Beckner. Felt like they were committing to trying to fix Ben. I don't think they've been committed at all to trying to fix Ben. I honestly just think that with where Ben Simmons is at, they have to play it up. They have to play up his value to try to move him. And they've been actively trying to move him. But Daryl Morey, with these big boy offers, man, you know he wants a star in return. And if we don't get a star, he's not going to trade Ben Simmons. So that's why he's trying to really make his appeal out to be like, you know, we're making all these other offers with other teams. You're going to have to give us a haul for Ben Simmons. That's kind of where I think it's at. But it is interesting that the Sixers hired Dame's old trainer. I will say that is very interesting. A guy that's never had a job in the NBA. And now he ends up in Philadelphia. It's weird. It's crazy. And a quote from Damian Lillard. This is what Damian Lillard had to say. I believe it was yesterday or the day before. He was visiting his old college. And this is a quote directly from Dame Lillard. He says, you get to a position where it's like, do I defend myself or do I just say nothing? For me, when I'm just hearing stuff that's not facts, I'm going to say I didn't say that. Some things I've just got to let it be said. I know what the truth is. I know where I stand. It's not my duty to make the public know. It's not my job to make them aware of what that is. It definitely has been different. I feel like I've handled it like I've handled everything. I just let it happen, let people talk, and I stay true to who I am, and I stand on that. If I say something, I stand on what I said. It is what it is. So, again, guys, this is why it's hard because Dame is that type of loyal guy. He keeps a tight circle, and we're not going to know anything. He will put out what he wants. If he requests a trade, we'll hear it strictly from Dame. So, and the last thing, I don't think I put it on here. I forgot to. Let me see if I have it here. Let me see if I have it here. Anyway, there was a quote from yesterday. And Damian Lillard was on Instagram Live. And somebody asked him if he was pretty much staying in the PDX, which I've learned is a kind of a saying for Portland. They apparently refers to the Portland airport, but they use it to refer to Portland. And somebody asked Damian Lillard, are you staying in the PDX or are you leaving the PDX? And he said, I'm not leaving as for right now. As for right now. I'm going to try to pull it up in a second. Zach with the $5 super chat. Thank you, my man. He says, Ben needs a sports psychologist. Does he? I mean, I would think so, but it's just somebody's got to get through to him. I don't know who can do it. It seems like everybody just seems to coddle him. We need somebody to really rip through him and let him know that it's okay. I mean, his buddy Chris Johnson, his trainer, hypes him up. He needs some boost of confidence when he's in a game, man. Maybe it's a psychologist, but I mean, this is, we're heading we're in year 5 of him actually playing, and we're asking for a sports psychologist. I mean, we got to do something, man. So appreciate the super chat, and shout out to my guy Philly Shad. Also, we got 100 likes, man. You know what that means.
Yes, sir.
Drop the yes, sir in the chat. Every 100 likes, we let it fly, man. You guys are the best. Hit that like if you're just coming in. We're about to open up the phone lines. Philly Shad with a $20 bomb. Thank you so much, man. Great channel member. He says, bro, I love the setup. Keep going. Hashtag Ben for Dame.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Philly Shad, man. He's been here for a long time on the channel. Man, I appreciate people like you who are supporting the vision. This is all with your guys' help, man. You guys help me continue to grow this channel. We're going to keep on grinding, man. So thank you so much, bro. Thank you, Philly Shad, and appreciate you being in here, bro. Let me pull up this picture, and then we'll open up the phone lines. Let's see. Alrighty. I know I saved it on here somewhere. I know I saved it on here somewhere. All right, here it is. Here it is. So this is what came out from yesterday. Dame says, I'm not leaving Portland. This is what he said on his Instagram Live. He said, I'm not leaving PDX, not right now at least. So you could take that. Let me know what you guys think about that. And I want to hear all your thoughts about this when you call in. But what does that mean for right now at least? Like what does that mean? Does that mean during the season? Does that mean when he feels like it? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, that's what he had to say. And one more super chat here. Kenny Smith, my man. Thank you so much, Kenny, with the $5 super chat. He says, at this point, Dame is trying to keep things calm. He's going to ask for a trade soon. He's doing what most stars do when they're ready to move on. And I agree with Kenny because, you know, I just feel like the Blazers have helped Dame as a player, and obviously they've been his only destination for his whole career. And it's almost like, you know, at this point, like, he's not going to go off on bad terms. He's not going to go off like James Harden would. You know, if he is truly ready to leave, like Kenny said, he's going to help this team out. You know, he's not going to leave him in a bad situation. It'll probably have to be some type of 3-team deal, honestly, with the way things are structured. But it's a tough situation, man. It really is. It really is. All right, guys. That's pretty much what I have to say. That's all the news that has been going on here. And we're about to open up the phone lines. So if you guys are just coming through, man, drop a like on this stream. We've been upgrading things here, man. We are now going to be doing live call-in shows like this. We're going to put the number up. You can dial in. And thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get this to 200 likes, man. Share the stream out. And look, we're probably going to get some people. I want to hear your thoughts on the phone lines, man. What should the Sixers do? Is it better to just keep them and bring them to camp? Should we go all in? Should we trade Tyrese Maxey? Is Ben going to start shooting this year? I'm open to whatever you guys have to say. Just be respectful, man. And one call at a time, man. Let's get to these 2 super chats real quick. Aaron Cabbage, my man, great channel member. Thank you, bro. He says, are you streaming the Birds game on Friday? My buddies are going back to school, so I'm going to be sitting in the room in the dark watching the computer like some sort of goblin. I need your streams. Let me know in the chat if I should, because I wasn't planning on streaming this last one. I'm getting sick of the preseason, bro. I want the regular season, man. That last preseason game really hurt my soul. It hurt my soul, Aaron. I might be sitting in a room crying if I watch it by myself. If we get blown out 35-0 again. But nah, thank you, Aaron. Let me know in the chat, man. I appreciate you. And shout out to Julian Clement, becoming a member of the Fire Take Nation.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys so much, man. Showing a ton of love and support. We got 250 in the chat. And with that being said, it is time to open up the phone lines. I want all your thoughts on the situation, man. Call into the show, 215-798-7638. Again, 215-798-7638. Call in, give me your thoughts, and I want to hear from you guys, man. What should the Sixers do? What should the Sixers do? What's going to happen? Is Daryl Morey fumbling the bag? Is he too stubborn? Let me know, man. Let me know. Rick Bennett in the chat. What's going on, my man? What up, Rick? What up, Rick? Shout out to all the great channel members, man. Also, guys, I don't have the screen calling feature, so you're gonna, if you want, you could let me know where you guys are coming in from. I'm not rich enough to get that kind of thing, so let's go ahead and get the first caller in. These calls are coming in like crazy, man. Yo, 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 you're on the show, man. What's going on?
Billy?
Yo, what's going on, man? Hello?
I think what you'll do is Ben Simmons goes to the Mavericks for Kristaps Porzingis.
Ben Simmons to the Mavericks for Kristaps Porzingis. And he hung up. Well, that's an absolute beautiful way to start off the calls, right? I might as well just end the stream at this point. If the Sixers trade Ben Simmons for Kristaps Porzingis, I'm going to break my computer. I'm going to break my computer if that happens. Damn, you guys are flooding these calls, bro. You guys got to be patient, man. It takes me a little bit to answer the call. It takes me a little bit, man. Yo, you're on Philly Take with RB. What's going on?
Yo, what's going on, RB? It's legendary here. How's it going, man?
What's going on, bro? Welcome on into the show, man. Give us
Hey,
your
nothing
thoughts.
much, man. So I'm going to spit some stuff at you right quick. So here's what I'm thinking. Ben Simmons is an exceptional player. He is a great player on defense, but he needs to get his mind straight. See, there's one game that stood out to me that really showed he is a great player. He dropped almost 50 against, who was it? The Nuggets, I believe it was. Who did he drop 50 against? I think he dropped like 50 against the Nuggets or whatever it was.
You're talking
And
about
it really
42,
showed that he could step up as a leader.
42 against the Jazz?
Yeah, the 42 game. Against the Jazz, that's what it was. I apologize. Against the Jazz, yeah. Like, he dropped 42 against the Jazz against Rudy Gobert, stood him up, talking mad trash against him. And it showed that he is a good player, but he needs to get his mind straight. And with this whole thing with Damian Lillard, I don't know if he's going to come to Philly. He seems like he's trying to stay in Portland, trying to run it back. And I don't know, man.
Well,
it's not looking good right now.
Bro,
I'm not going to lie.
First and foremost, you're absolutely right in terms of the 42 against the Jazz. He showed that's spitting in our face, bro. You showed us you can do it, and then you come out in a playoff game and you don't give any effort. That's why we're pissed off, man. But
right, exactly.
In terms of Damian Lillard, man,
agree.
you know, tell me, man, enlighten me, bro. What the hell is there to stay for? What's his name? Cody Zeller?
Yeah,
Come
right.
on,
Cody
bro.
Zeller, whoever else is on that team, man. It's just not. I don't know. Like, we got to put a trade package together. We got to put something together to get this in Philly. We got to get Joel Embiid, put someone around him, get this championship, man. That's what we got to do.
Hey,
get it done.
Before I get you out of here, man, what would your trade package look like? And also, guys, I can only take one call at a time. I know you guys are spamming the call line. I'm not rich enough to have the software where you can screen calls, all right? So I'm just gonna keep declining your call, bro. So just wait one at a time. Anyway, back to you, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, my trade package. I mean, we might have to trade Tyrese. Like, I know he's a stud, man. He was definitely going to be a lottery pick if COVID didn't happen. But, man, like, maybe Ben Simmons, Tyrese, couple firsts. Maybe throw in Thibault if they really are, like, if they're really looking. But, man, like, it's going to be difficult trying to land him here, honestly. It's going to be real difficult.
Hey, it's Dame Lillard, man. I mean, you're going to have to give up a haul. But, yo, thank you for calling in, bro.
It's Dame time, man. Dame
I
time.
appreciate you, man. Shout out to Legendary for the call, man. Yo, it's going to take a lot, man. It's not too easy. But, yo, you might have to give up Maxey or Thibault. You might have to sacrifice. I don't want to. I promise I don't, man. I promise I don't. We're going to go to the next caller, man. Let's see. And again, guys, wait a second or two so I can answer the call and I can get you up on in the chat.
Decline. Press 1 to start the call or 2 to decline. Press 1 to...
I can only take one call at a time, y'all. I'm going to wait for the next caller. We're going to get them in here. But look, man, you might have to sacrifice asses. That's where we're at, man. That's where we're at.
One to start the call or 2.
All Yo, y'all are pissing me off, man. Y'all got to be patient, man. Stay on the line, man. Why do you guys keep hanging up, bro? Why do y'all keep hanging up? Just take a second, bro. Just take a second and chill. Take a second and chill. Seems like Legendary's the only one that knows how to do it, man. Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome on into the show.
Hey, what's up, RV? How you doing?
What's up, bro?
Hey, it's Wall. How you doing, man?
How you doing, bro? Appreciate you calling in.
Hey, I'm good, man. No problem.
Spit some insight for us, man.
Honestly,
let us know.
Well, honestly, I'll be honest with you. Honestly, I believe at this particular point in time, you're going to have to probably bring back Ben Simmons when the season starts. It's going to be a chaotic situation. No one wants him to be here. Not to be you, not know why. But for some strange reason or another, Ben Simmons does this every year for the past, arguably say, past 4 seasons, one season. He does it every year. He does good. He does good every year. For some reason, does good up until All-Star break, because he wants to be an All-Star player or a Defensive Player of the Year. He plays like crazy, but he gets in the playoffs. He plays like Casper Ghost. You see him there, but he's not there.
Well, you know why? Because he's a regular season player, and this is what I keep telling people, man. Look, if Ben Simmons comes back to the squad, we're gonna win 50 games. We're gonna win 55. But come playoff time, how many times do we have to see it, man? We had the Celtics series. We had the Raptors series. Like, the dude's limitations is limiting our team. Would you agree?
I totally 125% agree with everything you just said. My thing is this, that why is it that every season you do the same play? Even I'm sick of these highlight videos of him shooting 3-pointers, passing the ball. Great. That's nice. Transition, that's great. But every time on playoff time, he's only scoring 8 points here, 2 points there. It's like, well, enough's enough. I mean, come on, you got to produce. Listen, if you want to get all this money you're getting up to, what, $40 million in the next couple of years, then play up to expectations.
The dude's making above $30 million a year, man. I mean, with him and Tobias and Joel, people keep asking, why didn't we make a big move? Someone even said to me the other day, we're letting Daryl Morey off the hook. What's he supposed to do, man, when you have 3 people taking up almost $100 million on the cap? Come on, man.
And that's a very agreeable point there. The point is that at this particular point in time, the realistic people know that Daryl Morey and Sixers are kind of tied in with Tobias Harris and the Ben Simmons contract. Now you've got John B. You got him centerpiece for the next 4 or 6 seasons. Yep. That's great. I believe that they get rid of Tobias Harris or trade Tobias Harris, get rid of Ben Simmons, and you know how I feel about Tyrese Maxey. Don't get rid of him, but it's a possibility you may have to eventually get rid of him.
Right.
In order for I believe for Dame Lillard to finally get out of Portland, come to Philadelphia, that's the ultimate goal that we want. That's the goal that everybody has to happen. It's going to happen either before trade deadline or Dame Lillard gets frustrated with Portland because they don't have any real assets.
Yep.
Listen, Portland has not given him. They gave him a coach that he needs, but he doesn't have the resources to do the same thing that he needs to do to run it back.
Yep.
I appreciate his loyalty over being, generous and nice. But he's very loyal. The problem is that Portland's not going to win.
Yeah, let me tell you something, bro. I mean, loyalty, you can only take it so far. I mean, we're at the day and age where Russell Westbrook is teaming up with LeBron James, man. I mean, Russ is that type of guy. He would never do something like that. So, you just got to do what you got to do if you want to win. If that's your aspiration. I know Dame's doing a lot off the court, man, but it's time to put him with a contender. You know what I mean? It's time to see what he can do before it's too late. But
right, and I agree with that. So what would you think will be a good trade package if Dame Lillard comes available before trade deadline, for the season deadline, trade deadline?
I don't know, man. You would have to see how guys are playing at that point in the season. But I've always been the one to say you might have to get rid of Ben, one of the young guys, Maxey and Thibault, and maybe a couple picks.
No. You have to get rid of Ben. You have to get rid of him.
Yeah, but I'm saying
You know,
then you got to get rid of either Maxey or Thibault, probably reroute them maybe to a third team, and you got to get rid of picks. We're not going to get Damian
Well, that's
Lillard
not-
for Furkan Korkmaz and Shake Milton. You know what I mean? But,
No, that's not going to happen. I've been agreeing ever since you've been talking about Jacob Line for the past few months since the playoffs, and I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Yeah,
It's a hard story.
yeah.
It has to be a
absolutely, man.
it has to be a 3-team trade to get rid of Ben Simmons to bring in a quality player. Yes, I agree. Daryl Morey is sitting back and he's trying to weigh his option and so forth, and it's not going to be a quick fix. I understand that, and even you or I or some people don't want Ben Simmons coming back, of course.
Right.
But at this particular point in time, season starts in a few months. October 4th, I think it starts. So you figure, okay, it's now almost September. At this particular point in time, unless some magically lucky charm situation happens where Dame decides to get out or Ben says trade me to, because he doesn't have leverage to say trade me to this team, that team. You can't do that. That's not how it works. Unless you have a third team that comes in to facilitate that.
I hear you, man. It's tough. It's a short off season, man. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. We're gonna have to play the waiting game, like we said earlier, man. But thank you so much for this call, bro. This was a great call.
I appreciate taking my call.
Absolutely. Hopefully we get more callers like this, man. The energy is there. The energy is there, man. But he made a good point about the trade deadline, and let me tell you guys something right now. It's not gonna happen at the trade deadline. We can't wait that long. You know why? Is Ben Simmons going to give us full faith for a half a season and go out and play like we know how he's going to, knowing that he's probably going to get traded if the relationships aren't that good? Is that what's going to happen? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. That's why I don't understand the whole trade deadline thing. But let's get into the next call. I don't know why you guys keep hanging up, man. Be patient. I can only take one at a time. Alrighty. Who do we have on the line? What's going on? Welcome on into the show.
Hey, RB, this is Wes Stone. You wanted to hear from some Ben fans, right?
Wesley Stone, the Ben Stan boy himself. What's going on, Wes? Welcome on in, bro.
That's right.
Give us some
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. How about you?
Good. I just wanted to call in and talk about the situation with Ben, obviously, right? Everyone's trying to get rid of him for chips and a drink. Super combo.
Yep.
But here's the problem, right? Unless you're getting Dame Lillard, whose offense is just on a different level from everyone else in the league, right? Except for maybe Harden and KD.
I mean, Dame's a baller.
What you're losing from Ben is just too much, right? There's a reason why he hasn't been traded for a D'Lo or a Malcolm Brogdon or a CJ McCollum, because that's just not good enough, right?
I definitely understand. I definitely understand your point where, based off the potential Ben has, you don't just want to give him up for some average player. But really, what are you losing, bro?
Well, it's not even just potential, though. It's what he actually does right now.
What does he do on the offensive side of the ball that makes you, sit there and think, this is going to be an impressive player for us going forward? You would agree that offense is needed in the modern day, right, to win a championship?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. And so this is what I'll say about his offense. He averages, 14 points?
Oh, God. Don't give me that. I mean, the dude was averaging 11 points a game for how long this season? He averaged 3 shot attempts.
He averages about 14 points a game, and he shoots about 6 shots a game. How is that possible, right? He only scores in 2.
It's a game. Let's look at his playoff numbers.
Hold on. Let me talk, RB. Damn. I'm just kidding. Oh, listen. He scores 14 points a game, 6 shots a game. Now, there's a reason why he can score 14 points on only 6 shots a game. It's because he's really efficient. And he's at the hole, and he actually takes shots. The problem that we're seeing with Ben, and this has been a problem for the last 3 years, RB, they keep getting people to take more shots that aren't Ben Simmons.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Right?
You want to know how he takes 6 shots a game? It's because he doesn't want it.
What happened in 2018? Right? We were in the playoffs, we lost the Celtics. 2019, we go and we get Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris. Both took
And
a
in
ton
both of those
shots, and Jimmy Butler took
series,
the ball out of Ben Simmons' hands.
what was the reason we lost? It's because we were playing 4-on-5, bro. And you know why? It's because
Hell
our
no.
7
Hell no.
240.
Let me tell you the reason why we lost to Toronto. Let me tell you the reason why we lost to Toronto, Arby. The reason we lost to Toronto is because Joel Embiid could not guard the pick and roll. Kawhi Leonard shot and made
blaming it on
several
Joel.
threes right in Joel's face.
Ben Simmons
Right.
fanboys are relentless. They are relentless. They're blaming it on Joel Embiid. Appreciate the call, Wes. Yo, you guys make me laugh. They're blaming it on Joel. Joel couldn't guard the pick and roll. Ben Simmons couldn't put in a damn layup. Oh my gosh. The dude won't shoot a 5-foot jump shot. The dude won't shoot a 5-foot jump shot. That's why we lost the series. Oh, man. The Ben Simmons standboys are relentless. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this is great, dude. This is the best invention we've ever had on the channel. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. Bro, why are y'all hanging up? Oh, man. All right, let's go to our next caller. See if they stay on the phone. Okay. Welcome on into the show. Philly Take with RB, you are live. What's up?
What's up, RB? Hey, listen, man, I keep hanging up because the voicemail keep coming on, brother. My bad.
Yeah, hey, it's all good. If you guys hear the voicemail, you might be on. Just give it a second. I got to press a button to accept the call because it's one at a time. But go ahead, bro. Welcome on in.
Got you. I appreciate you answering my call, man. Listen, I just want to call. I do agree. We need to get this trade done before the deadline, brother.
Absolutely, bro.
I'm ask. You know, I like Tyrese, but he's a little too young for me right now. He got a lot of upside coming, but by the time he really matures, you got to figure Embiid's going to be on the downside. So if we want to win a championship now, we got to do all it takes. You know, we already split with the Harden trade, so knowing with how Dame's feeling and knowing, you know, we got an asset in Ben Simmons because he is an asset, we need to pull the trigger now.
Absolutely.
That's just my thing.
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like,
and you know what's even crazier about that James Harden trade? I can admit, and a lot of us can admit, we were wrong. We should have pulled that trade without even thinking about it, if possible. You know, we know the whole thing with Daryl Morey and stuff, but that's how people seem to forget that we defended this man for how many years. We even wanted him to stay last year. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. And then my thing is, like, now, you know, like you said, Ben Simmons, he's an offensive liability. Now, if we get into the season, you can shoot all you want, you know, outside of the season, but you got to put that in the season, man. And I don't know if they can restructure his contract to some degree to put some incentives in there. Like, if he starts shooting or not even making shots, just if he starts taking shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, his contract should be structured like that a little bit if he's hesitant, you know, because he's getting that big check. He already got his payday. Yeah. It's almost like he's saying schoolyard. Yeah. I got mine.
Unfortunately, we can't do that. I mean, we gave him the guaranteed money. This is Philadelphia, man. We had a clause for Joel Embiid in his previous contract that if this guy got hurt a certain way, he was going to lose money. Is it crazy to think we should have put a contract in we should have put a clause in Ben Simmons' contract about, you know, if this guy didn't shoot jump shots, you know, but we weren't thinking about it. But I just can't believe we're at this point, man. 3 years later.
Exactly.
It's
exactly, man. I mean, I can't call it. You know, I just hope, you know what I'm saying, like Daryl Morey, you know, pulls some magic somewhere because, you know, Embiid is getting, you know, he's going down and Lillard's getting frustrated. So we can put that together. I think we can compete, man. Seriously. But I appreciate you taking my call, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, bro. Have a great one. Shout out to my man who just called in. Shout out to Danny Saint, great channel member, for the $10 donation. Says, bro, just called from Ben's burner.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Danny, man. Thank you so much. And yo, I see Wesley in the chat. Look, we are welcoming people that are Ben fanboys. We welcome every opinion. But look, man, Wes, you were cutting me off a lot, bro. You were cutting me off. We were getting into a shouting match, man. Let's just have a calm, cool, and collected conversation. Feel free to call back, Wes. You know I appreciate everybody's opinion, man. You don't got to call me soft, bro. But we don't need shouting matches on the show. Let's go to the next caller. I'm loving this. The callers, man, you guys are great. You guys are great. Let's go to the next caller, man. We still got 200 in the chat. We're almost an hour. Are we an hour strong up in here? Where am I at? We're almost an hour strong. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys, let me know if you're enjoying this, man. Let's get some more thoughts up in the chat. I want to hear what do the Sixers do in this situation? What do you think about a potential trade, man? I want to hear from you guys. Call in and let me know. We got someone on the line. Welcome on into the show. You're on Philly Take with RB.
Hey, it's Wes again.
Wes back in the house, man. This guy must have 7 phones open. He's ready. He's ready to rock. But go ahead, man.
Listen,
no shouting.
all right, I apologize for that call. I apologize for that call. I got a lot of people.
You're good, man.
I didn't mean to throw Joel under the bus the way you've been under the bus. Didn't even do it. Won't do it again.
Go ahead.
All right. So here's the problem.
And by the way, not to interrupt you, but I knew damn well you didn't believe that. I knew damn well you didn't believe that. Go ahead.
All right. Here's the problem. We have Tobias Harris on the payroll making $36 million a year, right? And his only responsibility is to score the ball. If he's not scoring the ball, he's absolutely useless. We can say his defense has gotten better. It's at least average at this point. I wouldn't say it's above average, right?
We're talking about Tobias Harris here?
We have Seth Curry.
You were talking about Tobias Harris there?
Yes. If Tobias Harris isn't scoring, he's not doing anything. That's $36 million.
Okay,
that's just burning on the court, right?
Right.
Would you agree?
I think his defense has improved, but I still don't think Tobias Harris having a max contract would ever be justified. So I agree with that.
Right. Exactly. So, right, and not to cut you off, but if he's not scoring 20 a night, that $36 million is not doing it. Right?
True, but he was scoring 20 a night.
That's the issue. Right. And that's the reason why he suddenly didn't look so bad. Right? He was looking good. He was getting all those shots and he was scoring.
Right.
And he was doing it efficiently. I'm not trying to say he wasn't efficient, but he needed the shots to get the points and that's his only responsibility is to score. With Ben Simmons, he does need to score. I'm not here to say he does not need to score. What I am here to say is that he needs shots in order to score. Right? So that means that you have to minus shots from someone and give those shots to Ben. It's not like there's an infinite amount of shots in the game, right?
Here's my problem with what you're saying, though. Ben Simmons is a point guard, bro. It's not like he's a power forward. It's not like he's, driving to the basket, this and that. He can take control, man. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't think he can be a point guard. I really don't think he can be a point guard.
Nope.
I think he needs to be a point forward, and I think they need another creator.
Exactly.
I don't think moving Ben's the answer. I think you need to move Harris and get that creator as well as another guard. Now, I've heard Colin Sexton and Larry Nance Jr. for Tobias Harris. I think that is a great trade. I think that's a great trade. You get Colin Sexton, you can run a half-court offense. Sorry, did you hear me?
What was the trade you said would be good?
Colin Sexton and Larry Nance Jr. for Tobias Harris.
Say that one more time. I still didn't get it.
Colin Sexton and Larry Nance Jr.?
Colin Sexton. Yeah, see, I just don't think that's going to happen. Sexton's a young player on the rise. It's just, what is Tobias going to do for the Cavs? You know what I mean?
That's the only thing is, like, they burned that bridge with Colin Sexton. They put him on they basically doing the same thing the Phillies doing with Ben. And he doesn't want to be there, right? And we know what happens when a young player is about to get paid. The team doesn't want to pay him. They keep shopping him. They can't find a good trade for him, right? It only makes sense.
Look, I hear you. I understand you want to make the team better around Ben. That you're right to say that. That's fine. All my point is that, Ben's got to step up, bro. Would you agree that Ben has to shoot the ball eventually? Or can he just be this off-the-ball player?
This is what I would say. I would say that Ben, yes, I do think Ben needs to shoot the ball. I think he needs to stop being in the dunker spot. He needs to go to the corner, and he needs to wait for that ball to hit his hands and take a shot. I do agree with that. I think when he drives and he's cut off by his defenders, he needs to rise up and take a shot. I think that's true. I do agree with that. I think he needs, more than that, though, he needs 15-plus shots a night. I think if he had 15-plus shots a night, you would see a lot more of his bag than you do with 6 shots a night. And that means getting players in there that can be role players. Tobias Harris isn't treated as a role player. He's treated as a second option scorer. That's why he's scoring 20 points a night.
Well, I think Tobias Harris had to step up because the guy we thought would be our second option didn't. But yeah, I appreciate the call, man.
No.
Appreciate the insight.
I don't agree with that.
Well, that's fine, man. That's where we'll agree to disagree. But yo, thank you for calling in, bro. And thank you for not shouting this time. Appreciate the insight, man. Tobias Harris is the second option of this team because our second option didn't step up and play offense. You could talk about 14 points a game. You could talk about 6 shots. When it really mattered, I went to game 2 of the playoffs. The man was perfectly fine. He was satisfied with 3 shot attempts. Just can't happen. Legendary, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you a lot, man. It says Arby's a go for taking Ben Simmons stand calls. I respect everybody's opinion, man. You just got to bring some substance behind it. But yo, let's get back to the calls. We'll hopefully take at least a few more. This is a lot of fun, man. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this in the chat. Let's see who the next caller is. Oh shit. Let's see. Hello?
Yo.
Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome on into the show, man. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, man, you finally got me. This is Brian Huff, man. You're Atlanta fan.
Huff, what's going on, brother? Thank you for calling in, bro. Give us some outside insight, man, from a Hawks fan.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what, man, as an Atlanta fan, I could not wait until I saw Ben Simmons get the ball.
Yes,
he was straight up like our legit sixth player. and like, I'm not even playing, man. Like, when I watched him dish off that layup under the basket and he dished it out to his number 3, number 4, his bench players, like he was legit our sixth player.
This is an Atlanta
for the
Hawks
record,
fan,
I mentioned
guys. This is a
straight up, man, straight up.
This is a Hawks fan. Go ahead.
But when I see these guys talking about sports psychologists, we've seen them help guys like John Smoltz, and I get it. Like, that is a thing. But I think Ben Simmons has a work ethic problem, man. The dude makes $135 million. That's on lockdown, and I don't think he has any. Like, what's his onus? Why is he going to try and get better? Everybody's talking about he's got these athletic gifts like LeBron. Well, LeBron also has a work ethic that ain't never been matched, except for maybe Jordan or a couple other people. So,
damn right.
If you ain't going to put that with Simmons, I mean, I feel like the dude's poison to the team at this point. Because I spent all my days watching you guys stressing out over that, and I watch all you guys just sitting there going, "We got to get rid of this guy." How's he going to show up in the locker room for training?
Absolutely,
shooting 22%, 6 shots a game.
Yep,
dude's got to roll, man. Yep. But I will tell you this: I think you guys are underestimating what y'all just need to go ahead and take McCollum and be done with it.
Yeah,
he's going to put you up 20, 22, 23 points a game, give you 4 assists, and that's at least a legit number 2 point guard. And Ben Simmons needs to go camp out in Portland and get rained on for a bit.
Yeah, it's a tough situation being where the Sixers are at. It's almost like you don't want to bite quick, but then you don't want to not get enough. But, you know, before I continue this conversation, man, tell us as a Hawks fan, just straight up yes or no, like, should the Hawks have won that series against the Sixers?
Oh, no, man. I sat here and watched that 26-point comeback and was just literally embarrassed for you guys. And all it would have taken, you guys could have had virtually any other number 2 in the league and you win that game. Any other number 2 in the entire league, anybody that had already been dumped out of the playoffs, and you guys win that series. Hands down, no trouble. I mean, good Lord, the dude shot, 3-4 shots some games.
Yeah.
There's no chance we should have won that.
Yep. Hey, I respect that a lot as a Philadelphia 76ers fan. But, yo, I know you're talking about McCollum, man. So do you think the Sixers should just give him up for whatever they can get at this point and just call it a day?
I think they should, because I think the downside of having that guy in the locker room is just going to kill you guys. I'm not saying just straight up for McCollum, but take some flyers on some picks, because if they offer you McCollum, they're going to have to give you some picks, and you take what you can get and you move on. Because, man, y'all sitting there, it ain't going to help you to keep the guy hanging on. You got that $134 million. You're spending that regardless. So get somebody in there that can score, man, and then we can have a real series next time we see you in the playoffs.
Yeah, it just seems like.
I mean, hell, take anybody. Take Beal, because I don't think you're getting Lillard.
Hey, I respect him, man, and I would take Bradley Beal gladly. But yo, good luck to your Atlanta Hawks, man, and thank you for the call, bro. This is great.
And for the record, I told you the other day we might break your Phillies hearts, so I'm going to throw that in at the end.
I'm going to have to get you off here, Brian. Thank you so much, bro. He came at me with the Braves as well, man. The Phillies stink. But, yo, a lot of good insight from you guys on these calls, man. I'm liking this. We got some people saying give Ben up for whatever you can get. Some people think we should hold on. My thing is look, if I had some piece of substance knowing that Ben was going to improve, like he's going to come out and shoot, you know what? Fine. Keep him, see what he can do alongside Tyrese Maxey, a great creator, right? But I just have this feeling inside of me because you guys know, man, I was a stan of Ben. But look at this video, man. He does this all day. And then he gets into the game, man, and you know, he's just dumping it off. He's playing facilitator. I don't like that. I don't like that, man. I don't like it at all. Shout out to everybody. We still got over 200 in the chat, man. Hit the like. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this, man. Loving these calls right now. We'll take a few more. Let's go ahead and let's get into the next caller. Welcome on into Philly Take with RB. What's going on?
What's good, man? What's good? Hey, I've been a huge supporter for almost a year now.
Hey, so, thank you so much, bro. I said thank you so much, bro.
Appreciate it. So I just wanted to like give you my trade, my opinion on the trade and what I would do if I was GM right now. And just like my bad for the background, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So Ben Simmons, Shake Milton, and the first round pick to the Kings for I wrote it down somewhere. Hold up. All right, here we go. All right, De'Aaron Fox, Marvin Bagley the third. He a power forward, by the way, and Buddy Hield. So this what the lineup would look like if you did that. De'Aaron Fox at point guard, Steph Curry at shooting guard, Tobias Harris at small forward, Marvin Bagley the third at power forward, and Joel Embiid at small forward. And then Buddy Hield, he would be a huge upgrade on our second unit. So tell me how you think about that.
Hey, all I can say about that is unless the Kings are just the worst franchise in the world, which, you know, they may be one of them, and they may even take that trade, that would be way too unfair in the Kings' favor, man. I would love De'Aaron Fox, but they just signed him to an extension, and I don't know why they would give him up for Ben Simmons.
All right.
I mean, I would love Fox. I would love him, but, you know, we're going to have to give up Ben and more to get him, if they're even going to part with him.
All right, man. Good speaking to you, man.
Hey,
and keep up the good work.
Thank you for the call, bro. Much love to you, man. Even his dog didn't agree with that. He said, arr, arr, no way. But nah, shout out to that caller, man. The Kings would be the stupid team to pull something like that. We've seen the Kings do a lot of bad things, but I'll be honest, the Kings, they've been stacking up on some young talent, man. But they do have a lot of guards. They might have to make a decision sometime in the future, but who knows, man? Who knows? My thing is, again, is like, we got to go into each season now thinking, yo, we got to go out here and win. We can win in the regular season, but we've seen it time and time again in the playoffs. Unless Ben steps up, we're just not going to win a couple series, man. It's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing, man. Excuse me. Danny says 21% from the field in the conference finals appearance. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next caller. Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome into the show.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Good. How about you, man?
It's good. It's Adi here.
Adi, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you calling in, man.
Not much, man. How's it going with you?
I'm good. Give us some thoughts, man. Spit some facts on here.
Yeah, man. You know, obviously we're all hoping for this Lillard trade, and I hope it happens. Obviously, in my opinion, I think it's the best for both sides. Obviously, this Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid combo hasn't been working. You know, the max they've gotten to is the second round in the playoffs, and you know, the Blazers have only gotten to the conference finals with Lillard one time in, I think, He's been with the Blazers for like 9 or 10 years now.
Yeah, 9 years. And they've only been once, and
9 years.
They were all injured, so they just couldn't do anything.
Yeah. And part of the reason why that I think they've been losing is because Portland isn't really a big market. You know, it's probably one of the worst markets out there. Like, who wants to go play in Oregon? You know, like Philadelphia basketball is much, much greater than Oregon basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. And people aren't acknowledging that. Like, Dame, you know, first off, they didn't get anybody for him. And even if they go throughout the season, nobody's going to Portland, Oregon. Nobody is going there. So the writing's on the wall, man.
Right. And they just lost Melo. They lost, you know, Cantor. These are guys that contributed a lot to them off the bench. Even if it's Cantor who just grabs, you know, a few boards a game, like, I don't see Cody Zeller as, you know, an upgrade from him necessarily. But I don't think, you know.
Listen to me, bro. Dame Lillard came out, and I know he was busy during the Olympics. This man literally said, you know, he pretty much said, like, this team is not good enough. Like, we got to look ourselves in the mirror. And they went out and got Tony Snell, I think, and Cody Zeller. I mean, really? Like, how is that supposed to make Dame feel?
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and they brought in Chauncey Billups, too, and he said that he wants to go old school. I don't know about you, but that screams Ben Simmons to me.
Yes, it does.
So, yeah.
Yes, it does. Hey, look, I mean, everything, like you said, lines up. You got Nurkic on Twitter defending Ben Simmons. But here's the thing, like, and I see some people in the chat talking about it, like, I just don't see Rich Paul wanting to go to Portland. But then again, man, if the trade opens up, the Knicks are off the table, everybody else is off the table. Like, Daryl Morey is playing the waiting game, man. It could work out really well, or it might work out really bad, you know?
I know. Yeah. I just don't think Rich Paul is that kind of guy to, you know, send Ben back to Philly or maybe send him off to, you know, Oregon or wherever. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not sure if he's going to come back. I hope he doesn't come back.
It's seeming it's seeming realistic he does at this point. And, you know, but then again, you think on the other half of your brain, it's like, how is it even going to work? You know, like people on this team don't like Ben anymore. That's as simple as I can put it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, thank you for the call.
Yeah, man. It was good talking to you.
Appreciate
of course,
it, man. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You too. You guys are killing it with these calls, man. I'm loving the insight. Man. We'll take about 2 to 3 more calls. We'll read some comments off, man. People are I'm telling you, man, the Ben Stam boys, they blame everyone else. Instead of just realizing, like, this guy's got to get better. I just want to see something. I want to see something tangible, man. And we just haven't seen it, but let's get on to the next caller. And they hung up. All right. It was a team failure because of Ben Simmons. 25 was the catalyst for second round. I agree 100%. Just a little more we needed. Doc Rivers' rotations were terrible, but don't you understand everything else we've done with this team? It caters around his inability to shoot. 2 years ago, we said we need to get shooters and put them around Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. That's exactly what we did. You can't get much better than Danny Green and Seth Curry. You can't get much better than that. And we still got bounced in the second round by a team with guys that hadn't even made the playoffs, man. It's sickening. It really is. All right, we don't have anybody on the phone lines right now, so. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying this, man. All right, we got a call. Let's see what our next caller is going to say. Now we got like 5 of them in a row. All right, hold up. Be patient if you're calling in, man. Be patient if you're calling in. Yo, what's going on? Welcome into the show.
Hey, RB, how's it going?
What's going on, bro?
Oh, not much. So, my opinion on the Ben Simmons thing kind of changes by the day, it seems, these days. You know the phrase, sometimes you got to take a step back to take 2 steps forward.
Yep.
I'm kind of getting into that point of the offseason where I would be more willing to take that contract plus draft assets plus, I mean, for instance, like Minnesota, if they were to give us Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverly, Torian Prince, guys like that are expiring contracts, or guys that are, they can at least help, and then give us however many future picks.
But let me ask you, bro, like, is that our goal right now? Are we looking for picks? And like, I just personally feel like we have to get that player, because we're in win now mode.
Right.
And
right. And
D'Lo I would settle for, but again, it's like, is D'Lo ready to help us win that chip? That's where I'm struggling.
No. So for me, I'm kind of making this move with the thought in mind that a player will be available later in the season.
Right.
So then you have those assets and those contracts available, package them. It basically would be a delayed three-way trade that everybody's been kind of mocking all summer.
Yeah.
Where he would go to Minnesota. Minnesota would give us assets. We would reroute those assets to Portland.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. It like I get it, but then again, it's so risky. It just sucks.
It is, and I don't love it, but keeping Ben for the next 4 months is risky as well.
Yep, I agree. And people have not been realizing that. That's what I've been trying to say to people, man.
Yeah. So if it really is that bad, we don't know what the actual truth is, but if it really is that bad and it's going to cause chemistry issues and it's going to be a toxic environment, I'm not totally against trading him for everything we can get now, knowing that maybe we take a step back in the interim, but it could help us acquire the player that can move us forward down the line.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And that's a great point. And, we don't know how bad it is. You're right. But let me tell you something. Like Kevin O'Connor said in the clip earlier, we're about to find out real soon. We're about to find out.
Yeah. And I'm hoping one of these days I'll just wake up with a tweet. I think we all just want it to be over.
Yeah, we do.
One way or the other.
Yeah. We're getting sick of it, man.
Even if he stays, like, just come out with a definitive, we're not trading him this year, like, or something, just so I can stop having my mind race all day, every day, whenever I think about basketball.
Yeah, it sucks. I feel like it's going to drag out, man. But, thank you so much for this call, man. I love your insight.
Yeah, no problem. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, bro. Shout out to you guys, man. These calls have been great. Also, feel free, if you want to tell us who you are, where you're coming in from. You don't have to. It's all good, but we'll take a couple more, man, then we'll get out of here. It's been a lot of fun. Again, let me know if you guys are enjoying this. Shout out to all the members. What's going on, Petey, as well? Danny, what up? Scott. Shout out to the channel members. You guys make all this possible, man. Thank you so much. We're about to go to the next call here. Let's see. Yo, what's going on? You are on Philly Take with RB. Welcome into the show.
Hey, man, how you doing?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, I wanted to run something by you. Would you do a Ben Simmons deal? There was talk about him maybe going to Golden State for Andrew Wiggins, plus maybe 3-4 first-round picks. Would you do that if the Sacramento Kings would take that package for De'Aaron Fox?
So you're saying you have a trade lined up already. So, like, it's already laid out with the Kings. It. If it comes down to that,
I'm saying, like,
and Dame Lillard is not available at all and he won't be, then I'm considering that at least, because I think De'Aaron Fox is about to take an even huger step, and I think he's going to be really good if it comes down to that. But you know what we have our eyes set on, man.
Right. I mean, we should be in win now mode. I mean, I believe you said in your past uploads, like, you know what, Joel Embiid is in his prime right now. I mean, you're going to probably get 3 years left of his prime. You got to win now.
I agree.
Okay, and the thing is, I think there should be a requirement that says you have to improve every year as a player. I mean, if Ben Simmons, now, what do you think about this? Do you think Ben Simmons is like a Draymond Green, just younger?
No, I don't. You know why? Because Draymond Green has heart. The dude has dog. Draymond Green forgot how to shoot. Ben Simmons just won't.
Fair enough.
He just won't, man. Look, but even if Draymond's on my team and he can't shoot, and people, this is why I don't get people that want to pair them together. Like, Draymond, for one, he's going to rip into Ben. Number two, Draymond's tough, man. He's going to find a way to be aggressive, get to the hole. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
This is how I feel about
it. We can hope, man. But keep up the great work. Don't take too much of your time. Keep it up.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate the call, man. Shout out to him, man. I'm not taking Andrew Wiggins. That will not happen. If the Sixers trade for Andrew Wiggins and he is on this roster to start the season, you can count me out. I'm not watching. Rob Jenner with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my man. What up, RB? Did you hear about the reported shooting yesterday in South Philly? Well,
yes, sir.
Oh, man.
A lot of Sixers fans.
Oh, wait, not that. Rob, that's a good one, bro. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Rob always comes in with the fire, man. Every time this guy drops through in a chat, man, every time he drops through in a chat, he's going to make me laugh, bro. Shout out to Oh, that is great. That is great. We'll take 2 more calls, man. You guys have been awesome tonight. We're going to be doing this a lot more. You can bet on that. We're trying to diversify this content on the channel, man. Whoever just called, hung up. Oh, man, this has been a lot of fun. Also, if you guys catch this on the second time around, be sure to watch this back, man, because there's a lot of great stuff in here. We're almost at 200 likes, man. Drop a like in the stream. Let's go ahead and get to the next caller up in here. Okay, let's see. Phone's a little bit iffy, but finding out how to work out this thing real good. Welcome on into Philly Take with RB. You're on the show. What's good?
Hi, RB.
Yo, what's going on, man?
So really the problem that I think is with Ben Simmons is that really what he has to do is he's not confident at all to shoot. He just can't. When he's on the court, you can see his workout photos. He can shoot in his workout photos. It's just when he gets in on the court, he can't shoot. He can't process anything. He can't drown anything out. And I also saw something about I think it was on Instagram a couple weeks ago. He wasn't taking constructive criticism from his teammates.
Yeah.
I think he was an assistant coach is what happened. He said that he wasn't taking criticism. He wasn't doing anything about that. He was just trying to work on his own and it wasn't working out.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What do we do about it?
Personally, I think I kind of want him out because I think a lot of if he had a work ethic, if he tried to rebound this year, like Joel Embiid tried rebounding, I would want to keep him, but he's not trying. It doesn't seem like he actually wants to be in here. All he's doing is really complaining a little bit.
Yeah.
And I kind of want him out. I think it would be better for us if he left. I think it would be better for him if he left. But yeah. I also have something else to say. Don't get your hopes up in terms of Damian Lillard. We've had a lot of stars that just have not worked out that we wanted to get. LeBron James, free agency, 2018. Harden, we wanted to get Harden earlier this year. That didn't work out. Westbrook, I wouldn't get my hopes up about that. I want him. It's just, we want him. We want to win a championship. It's just, not many people want to come to Philly if they have a choice of where they're going.
Yeah, you make a good point. It's going to be tough, again, playing the long waiting game. Hopefully Daryl Morey can get something done, but if not, like you said, I can't get my hopes up until it happens. But great insight. Thank you for the call so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a good point. We've had a lot of people. Let's get him. Philly should get him. Goes to another team, or he comes to Philly. He doesn't pan out. It's It's rough. I mean, it seems like we're in the situation to capitalize, but then again, it's almost like, are we just overthinking this? But then again, it's like, how's Dame's situation going to play out? I don't know, man. Either what, like my man just said, I'm trying to win a championship. I'm trying to win a chip, so it's kind of where we're at. But we'll take one more call and then we'll wrap this thing up, man. You guys have been amazing. We're still almost 200 strong in the chat, guys. Hit the thumbs up for your boy. If you're enjoying this stream, man, let me know. First time doing a call-in like this. It's been a lot of fun. You guys are great, man. We'll take one more caller here. Let's see what they have to say. Welcome on in to Philly Take with RB. How you doing today?
Doing good, man.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. Doing good. Never mind.
Give us some thoughts, bro. And he hangs up. Is that how we're going to end this, man? Come on, man. I was ready for something great. My man hung up. He says, nah, screw it. I don't want to talk anymore. Dang, man. Hurt my feelings. Guess screw me, right? Yo, we got 200 likes in the chat. Let's go. You know what we got to do, man? I want to see the yes sirs flying down the chat, baby. We're about to trademark it one day. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Let's go. Take one more caller. All right. Let's see what my man has to say. Let's see if somebody wraps this up well. Welcome on into the show. You are live.
What's up, RB?
What's going on, bro? I know this is about to be a great call.
Not much, man. Listen, I'm calling in. I'm from Baltimore. I'm a Wizards fan. I like to throw that out there. But first of all, I would like to say I hate the thought of hearing the speculation of giving up Bradley Beal for Ben Simmons. My Wizards better not ever entertain that thought. They better not ever entertain that thought. If they ever think about giving up Bradley for Ben Simmons, I'm done with the Wizards. And secondly, come on, RB. I've been rocking with you for a while. Come on. I know you're a realist. Let's be real. Y'all need the Philly fans, and I want to say this for Philly fans that's listening, y'all need to give up the idea of Damian Lillard. Y'all need to give that idea up because even if Dame comes to Philly, that's still not enough to win. You're not going to beat Brooklyn, healthy Brooklyn. You're not going to beat Milwaukee. Just think of this. Kevin Durant, if his shoe size was smaller, he would have been in the finals. And even if you give up Tobias, Ben Simmons, first-round draft picks, Maxey, Thabo, that's still not enough for Dame. Y'all need to just get that out of your mind. It's not enough. Ben Simmons is not enough for Dame. Your realistic option is with the Kings, Rockets, maybe, Golden State or the Clippers. Nobody, Dame, get that out of your mind. Get it out of your mind. Neil O'Shea is not stupid. He is not going to give up Damian Lillard for Ben Simmons in draft picks. It's not enough. It's just not enough. And furthermore, Ben even said he don't want to play in Portland. He doesn't want to be there.
Hey,
so
I'm loving the energy, bro. First and foremost, let me tell you this, all right? First off, the Wizards stink, bro. All right? That's number one. Number two.
Yes.
I don't give a damn what Ben Simmons wants. You know, we're trying to win here, man. And look, I understand your point, bro. Ben Simmons and picks. I don't think that's enough either. I think you have to include a Maxey. A lot of Sixers fans tend to cling to people. You know, you got to include a Thibault or a Maxey or somebody like that, at least with Ben Simmons to get it done. But in terms of you talking about Neil O'Shea, I think it's a good point. Because, you know, where else do they run? They can't get anybody to Portland. Nobody. Tell me one star you know that's going to say, all right, I'm going to go live in Portland for a year and play with Damian Lillard. Where do they go? Where do they go?
You're right, RB. But again, like you said, and like I've been watching basketball a long time. Who wants to play in Philly? Y'all the worst fans.
Ooh.
Y'all the worst fans. And even though my Wizards suck, at least we cheer our guys on. Like Bradley Beal, I love him, and I hope he stays. I don't want him to go to Philly, especially not for no freaking Ben Simmons. And Joel Embiid, against that Hawks game, every quarter he was on the sideline with an ice pack on his knee. So how many years he got left? Let's be real. How many more years does he truly has left? Come on.
I don't know,
They just signed him to an extension. Which I think was stupid. I think it was stupid, but according to the numbers, you have to. But Joel Embiid only got about 2-3 years left. That's your max with him.
Hey.
So get this Dame Lillard and Bradley Beal. Get it out of your mind. Those GMs are not stupid. They are not stupid. Okay? So that's for y'all Philly fans.
Hey, appreciate the call. Let me tell you something, bro, before I get you off here. First off, I forgot the Wizards had fans. You know what I mean? The Wizards stink, all right? And in addition to that, but
we good fans.
Congrats.
We're good fans. I don't care what you say.
You could go pay. Hold up. Don't cut me off. Hold up. You could go pay $110 a night and watch Bradley Beal play. He could put up 64 points. The Wizards aren't winning the game, bro. The Wizards GM does suck. He tried to pair Russell Westbrook with Bradley Beal. You thought that was going to work? Tell me. Hold up. Who did the Wizards get for Russell Westbrook? Let me know. Name them off.
Let me say this. You do realize that the Wizards have only missed the playoffs once in the last 7 years. And to be honest with you, we would have beaten the Sixers last year if we would have had a decent center who can at least contend to get rebounds. Did you watch those games? We've only lost by 5, 6, 7 points. We gave up game 1. We could have beaten y'all. So what do you got to say about that? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, man. The fact that matters that you
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, man. Appreciate the call. The fact of the matter is that you got a center that shoots hook shots for a living, and I'm talking about a bare minimum living. You got Russell Westbrook, who couldn't hit a shot in crunch time because the man can't shoot. If anybody should know about people that can't shoot, it should be a Wizards fan. You got Russell Westbrook in the house, man. But, yo, he did make a good point about Embiid and his health, man, and he made our point. That's why we got to go win now. We don't have time to spare, man. We don't have time to spare. And, look, the Wizards are funny, man. The Wizards stink, bro. We're about to take one more call because I like that guy's energy, man. I respect you as a Wizards fan for tuning into the channel. We're going to take one more call. Philly Mike in the building, Philly Talk Podcast. What up, my guy? I said this earlier today. Our worst nightmare happens. Ben's going to be here. Seems like it at this point. Yeah, Walter. He didn't name anybody from that Westbrook trade. He said the Wizards had a good front office. Their next best player is Kyle Kuzma. Come on, man. We'll go one more call here. This is a lot of fun, man. Let's see who we got in the house. It better not be this Wizards fan calling back. Welcome back on. Welcome into the show, man. You're live. Philly Take with RB. What up?
Oh, my gosh. I couldn't take it, that last caller. Oh, my gosh. She's the biggest hater. Oh, my gosh. Man. But Washington Wizards, he's comparing the fan bases. Philly fans, we're just passionate, and we care about our team. We care about our squad. If the squad is not doing what we want them to do, we're going to boom. We're not like a passive fan base that's just going to allow our team to just suck. That's for one. For two, why wouldn't Bradley Beal want to come to Philly to play with Joel Embiid, debatably the best big man in the whole entire NBA? The guy that he's not even at his full potential because we haven't had a point guard. He hasn't had a point guard that could run the pick and roll. Imagine if he had Dame. Imagine what we could possibly do. Like, Brooklyn, I don't think they will have a chance. Well, I think it'll be a good series, a 7-game series, but I think we can beat Brooklyn. If we had a Dame or a Bradley Beal, I think we can beat anybody in the Eastern Conference, anybody in the Western Conference. Go Philly. Let's make it happen. Get Ben Simmons out of Philly ASAP. He's not Philly. He doesn't have the Philly mentality.
That's why Jimmy Butler didn't want to stay here. Get him out of Philly now. Period.
I don't even have anything to add. My man, what was your name, bro?
Michael Miller.
Michael Miller just absolutely killed this call. I can't even add anything. And he's spitting straight facts. The Sixers haven't had a point guard since what year? What was the last true point guard that was a solid starter that you can remember on this team?
It's Smith. It's Smith. It's Smith is probably the last time we had a okay. I don't even know. That's how long it's been. This is my opinion on. I would love to get Dame. I would love to get Bill. That was like my 1A, and I guess Bill would be B. But I think we do, as like a Sixer fan, we need to start thinking about our plan C. Not keeping Ben Simmons. We got to get rid of him. I can't take another full season with Ben Simmons. I can't do it.
I can't
But
either.
I'm thinking D'Angelo Russell. We need somebody that can run the pick and roll. He doesn't have the star power as Dame, but I think D'Angelo Russell, if he was in Philly, I think we would learn to fall in love with him. Please don't go for injuries. We need a point guard. We need a point guard that can really run the offense, that can unleash the beast in Joel Embiid. He's already doing what he's doing. He's already an MVP candidate. But imagine a true point guard that can give you 20-plus points a game consistently and is a threat to shoot the ball. That's what we need.
Michael, you
That's
are
what we
a
need.
freaking man, bro. I agree with everything you said. D'Angelo Russell, people seem to be forgetting about this guy because he went to cold-ass Minnesota. But let me tell you something. D'Angelo Russell is one of the most effective pick-and-roll point guards. He'll give you everything. He'll give you 20 every night. And like you said, we need somebody to run the pick-and-roll with Embiid. We would probably fall in love with him. I don't know if we would win a championship without getting another piece. But if we had to settle for it, I would not mind D'Lo and Malik Beasley. I would not.
And Tobias Harris, another thing about Tobias Harris, $180 million. I'm happy he got his money, but then again, it's like, man, like something about him, he just doesn't have that Philly mentality, in my opinion, either. He's just like Benson. He's very passive. One game he'll show you something. He'll get you like 35 points, 25 points. Then the next game he'll score like 10 or 11 points.
Yeah, bro.
Like he doesn't have
That's who he is.
the Philly mentality. Like we're like a passionate fan base, and we want our players to be like Joel Embiid. We want our fan base to ball out, even if you're not scoring a lot of points. Show something on defense. Show something. Just show some energy. Show some passion.
Absolutely.
We need players with that ball mentality, that passion, that to be proud to play for us. Like we deserve better, and I don't know what we're going to do when it comes to Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons, especially Ben Simmons. But we need to do something, and I hope we can do something before the start of the year because we deserve a championship. And we have the best big man in the game. Why waste his career on love?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We don't want another Allen Iverson.
Sure.
Yes, we do. We can't waste another player. I absolutely agree. Beautiful call to end it off, man. Thank you so much, bro.
All right, brother.
Thank
All right,
you.
have a good night. Nice show. Good
Thank
show.
you, bro. That was a beautiful call to end it off, man. But, yo, thank you guys to everybody that called in, man. That was a lot of fun. Great insight, great perspective out of everybody. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this down in the chat. At the end of the day, man, everything we just talked about, it's very realistic that Ben Simmons comes back to the Sixers, man. It is. And I just hope somehow, some way, the dominoes fall into place and we can get something done. But it seems like, on one hand, Damian Lillard might end up going back to Portland. And on the other hand, it seems like Ben Simmons might play, the celebrity more of just, I'm not going to come back game. If Ben came back and improved, would I cheer him on? Of course I would. Of course I would. But I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. So, I mean, how much longer are we going to wait? Like my man Mike just said, B's got to win. We got to win now. We got the best big man in the game, man. We can't waste him. Danny, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. And thank you to everybody showing love on the stream. If you guys haven't yet, man, drop a like on the stream, man. He says, last caller only spoke facts. Absolutely, bro. That was a great way to end it off. But, yo, almost 2 hours strong in this thing. You guys are the best, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be doing it a lot more. We're going to be doing this a lot more, man. A lot of fun. Thank you to all the callers. Shout out to the channel members, man. We'll be back soon with some more content. But other than that, man, drop your thoughts in the chat. Hit the like, subscribe. And we'll be back next time with it, man. You guys have a great night. And I will catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.